said it was good because they gave the kids time to rest and chill out and relax a little bit, watch some film, and so they was good.
Right. So we had to move the game back.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
today. Talk about the reasoning behind that.
Well, we moved the game back because I had got a lot of phone calls about, hey, I don't get off work till 5, and that's gonna be tough for me. I said, well, I talked to my assistant director, and then I called both coaches, and I said, y'all got a problem with moving the game back to 6? And he was like, no, I don't have a problem at all. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's for the fans. If the fans demand it, we're gonna do it.
Talk about the community up here in North Alabama when it comes to basketball. You kind of alluded to it earlier, but talk about how important this particular holiday tournament is for this community in the whole.
Well, like I said, it shows you that it's important because it's 43 years old. It had 3 different names.
Right.
First it started off as the Huntsville Times Classic, and then when the Huntsville Times was bought out by AL.com, they changed the name to that, and then AL.com decided they didn't want to sponsor it no more. So the school system took it over.
Wow.
And when all 3 changes, the numbers never dropped. The numbers never dropped. People still come. First of all, we could fill this tournament with just all North Alabama teams and then still do this, but we try to bring outside teams in, get a little different flavor of basketball, and then teams from around the state want to come play. They want to come play. They call me. I'll start getting calls next week from teams and coaches that, hey, I got a spot next year. North Alabama loves basketball.
No doubt about it. So, Coach, man, talk about this facility at Huntsville High, man. Huntsville City Schools, this is one of the best facilities in the state of Alabama. Talk about hosting this tournament here.
Well, the main reason that it is here, they have a great. It's our biggest gym in the city, but it's also the central located gym. All right, we have a really nice facility at Grissom High School. We have a really nice facility at May Jemison High School, and at one time we had rotated it. We rotated the tournament 2 years in a row. We went from Huntsville, then we went to Jemison one year, and then we went to Grissom. And, it did okay.
Right.
It did okay, but it's all about location. It's all about location. Huntsville High School is in the heart of the city, right smack dab in the middle. If you live on the south side of town, you bring your kid, drop him off, go back home, come back and pick him up. Live on the north side, you do the same thing. Bring your kid in the middle, drop him off, go on. You kind of think twice if I live on the north side and say, man, I got to drive all the way to Grissom to pick that kid up.
Right.
Oh, you can't go. All right, you can't go to that.
Exactly.
One day, you might go one day, but I'm not doing that every day.
Right.
But here in the center of town, it's great. Great.
Coach, well, I just want to say congratulations on another great event this year. Thank you for having us out and allowing us to come in and cover this and help bring some recognition to this Huntsville City Classic.
Well, I sure appreciate you guys. You guys do a great job. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate you guys with your North Alabama Media Day.
Right.
That's a great event also. So anything that I can do to help you guys and vice versa, I'm with you.
Thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
There you have it, man. Coach Mac Howard, the Huntsville City Schools Athletic Director. We'll be right back with you here for the championship game of Oxford and Huntsville High, here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic.
All right.
My God. Appreciate you, man. from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic championship game right here on iBallRadio.com, streaming live on the iBall Radio YouTube page and on the NFHS network. Derek Williams here, Lance Gilbert here, Breezy is here, and we are ready to get this game started between the Huntsville High Panthers and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Lance, we can expect an exciting game tonight.
Absolutely we can. Let's tip it.
And we're off here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic as Oxford wins the tip. Jalen Alexander with the basketball up top. Skip pass over to Wilson. Wilson now to the corner to Caver. Caver back to Wilson. Wilson working against Carney. Step back, pull up jump shot, off back rim, bounces, tipped around. Bobbitt picks it up.
And, you know, we talked a little bit about the defensive assignments for both teams, and really interested there that David Harrison picked up Jalen Alexander full court.
Bobbitt with the basketball. Harrison looking inside to Toms, gets it back to Harrison. Harrison has it stripped, throws it outside to Bobbitt. Bobbitt, two dribbles, tries to throw the lob, block, still got 8 on the shot clock. Hudson got it with it up top. Now 5, Toms driving over Perry, pull up jump shot, no good. Rebound fought for, rebounded by Carney. Toms goes up and he's fouled on the play.
Can't give teams multiple shots at the basket. Gonna have to box out. Gonna have to play strong around the basket. This game's gonna be won in about a 3-foot radius, I think.
No doubt about it. We saw on that possession, Oxford's going to have to rebound the basketball.
Yeah.
Rebounding is going to be a priority tonight for this basketball team. First free throw for Toms is up and good. Second free throw on the way.
And here's an opportunity to box out on a free throw.
Second free throw is good, and Huntsville High comes out in that patent Huntsville High pressure. Okay, Van Meter doing a little trickery. They got Jalen Alexander pinned in the corner. He throws it up to Marcus Perry Jr. Over to Wilson. Wilson guarded by Carney.
I'm surprised they didn't attack the big man there to try to get an early foul.
David Harrison is denying Jalen Alexander the basketball all over the basketball court. That's a big body guarding Jalen Alexander.
Yeah.
And a travel is called on Marcus Perry Jr.
I'm not so sure Jalen Alexander's seen a body that big track him the entire length of the court all season.
We interviewed Evan Toms on day 1 after their victory, and he said that David Harrison was the best defender in the state. That is their go-to defensive guy every single night, night in and night out. Hudson got it, head fake, 3-ball.
Hey, when you get to the gym 2 hours before and put up hundreds of shots to try to work yourself out, it just showed it worked out.
If Hudson Gossett can make some shots in this basketball game, we might get an epic performance out of him tonight. Chris Latson with the basketball up high, guarded by Evan Toms. Gets it to Alexander. Here's where the problem comes. When Jalen Alexander gets the basketball in his hand, he has an advantage over David Harrison. However, he was guarded by 2 6'8" on that play. They get a steal and Bobbitt throws it away.
If he looks the other way, Hudson Gossett has nobody between him and the parkway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That could have been back-to-back shots. However, Bobbitt threw it away on the pass up, trying to get it to Carney. Oxford basketball, Jalen Alexander with it, guarded by David Harrison. David Harrison is showing some really good versatility, being able to guard this caliber of a player out on the perimeter. 3-ball from the corner, Chris Latson, no good. Rebound, Carney.
Great boxing out by everybody there at Huntsville High. Had their rebounding assignment, put a body on a body.
There's Hudson Gossett, deep 3. Off back rim. But you can tell he's tracking shots.
Yes.
He hasn't been that aggressive all tournament long, and you love to see him looking for that shot.
Yeah, he got the manager of Huntsville High School here 2 hours before the game, and they got some up.
Another 3-ball, no good. Tipped around. Caver comes in, gets the rebound, almost. Wilson picks it up, loose ball. Jalen Alexander, deep 3 off front rim, rebound Carney.
We'll see if Toms gets a paint touch right here.
Hudson Gossett with the basketball. He's looking inside it. Guarded by Marcus Perry, Toms is. They back in on Toms, leave Harrison open. Harrison's going to have to be willing to take that short jump shot if they're going to continue to give it to him. Skip pass, Bobbitt, 3-ball. Off back rim, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Caleb Wilson. Wilson getting downhill over Carney, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled on the play.
So on the defensive end for Oxford, they're running a person in front and behind, and then when he catches it, they're running a third. They're saying, we don't believe anybody else can beat us.
Headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws is the sophomore guard, Caleb Wilson. Wilson, first free throws up, no good. 5-0, 4:19 left here in this first quarter. Oxford has yet to crack the scoreboard as of this point. Second free throw on the way for Wilson, and it's short, no good. Rebound, Evan Toms. Bobbitt with the basketball. Little pressure here from Oxford. Huntsville High gets it across. Tre'vell Lewis has checked into the game. So has Hudson Gossett here from Huntsville High. They throw the lob into Toms, double team, leave him, and nearly a turnover. However, tipped by Latson, picked up by Gossett. 12 on the shot clock. Gets it to the corner to Bobbitt, driving. Gets his strip by Alexander, nearly a takeaway, however, foul on the play. Foul will go against Romano. That will be his first personal foul. Team second here in this first quarter.
Points are going to be at a premium.
Hudson Gossett to pitch it in. Gets it to Lewis. Lewis over to Bobbitt. It's in the screen and roll with Toms. Comes off. They switch the screen and roll. Latson jumps the passing lane. Nearly comes up with a steal. Gossett gets it. Lewis out to Bobbitt. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Graham Gossett with the basketball. Over to Bobbitt. Bobbitt head fakes. Good shot. Good move. Gets it to Toms. 12. Toms over Perry Jr. No good. Rebound Alexander. Alexander pitching it ahead to Latson. Latson full speed ahead. Lays it up and in.
Their first points come with almost 5 minutes off of the clock in this first period.
Gossett gets it to Toms, guarded by Perry. Mismatch, good double team by Romano. However, Toms gets it back, puts it up and in.
They're running 3 people at him.
Man-to-man pressure right now for Huntsville High. Jalen Alexander now guarded by Tre'vell Lewis, looking to post him up. Chris Latson for 3, no good. Rebound Bobbitt.
I guarantee you, knowing both of these coaches yesterday, they had a pretty intense film session.
Bobbitt with the turnover. Romano, Perry Jr., 3-ball, bang! That's what he does. Knockdown transition 3 for Marcus Perry Jr., and Huntsville has a 7-5 lead in this basketball game.
You leave Marcus Perry open, it will cost you.
Just like you'll leave Hudson Gossett. Short on it, looks like he rushed it. Tipped out, picked up by Perry. One-on-one, he stops. He pulls up for 3. Bang! Marcus Perry Jr. knocks down his second consecutive 3-pointer.
I think he likes this gym a lot.
Pressure on Bobbitt. Bobbitt nearly turns it over, almost does, and it stays with Huntsville High. Bobbitt is really having trouble with this pressure right now from Oxford. He's going to have to do a better job of attacking downhill and stop allowing the pressure to come to him and force him to pass through hands.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got 2 big guards coming at you there.
Yeah, 6'3". Jalen Alexander is 6'5". Chris Latson coming at you when you're centered around 6'1", that's tough to see over the top, especially if you're trying to do a backup dribble with it.
And I know that the other guards from Huntsville with this particular lineup are not used to handling the ball, but you can't just run down and stand in the corner. You got to give – I mean, they're trapping everything.
Evan Tom's up, and he's fouled by Latson.
But these guards for Huntsville can't leave the ball. They got to realize my other guard is going to get trapped. I got to run behind the trap and give him some help. Just running down and trying to set up for a three is not helping your team right now.
Free throw is up and good. Tie ball game, 8-8. Checking into the game for Huntsville High. Liam Chapman getting some early minutes tonight in this basketball game. Second free throw for Toms is also up and good. Substitution coming in the game. David Harrison will replace Evan Toms. Jalen Alexander looking to pitch it in, gets it to Romano, and Romano throws it away. We talked about it, Lance. That free throw line is a line of demarcation. If you get below that free throw line against this Huntsville high pressure, trying to receive the basketball is just like a dead man zone.
Yep. You better have a plan.
Hudson Gossett back in the basketball game, looking to pitch it in. Throws it in to Toms. Toms guarded by Perry out on the perimeter.
They're running three at him again.
Carney shoots it. Three ball, no good. Rebound Romano.
Even though Evan Toms was out on the perimeter, they ran three guys at him.
Caver driving to the hole, and he's fouled on the play. Foul goes against Evan Toms. His first personal foul. Second team foul here in this first quarter on Huntsville High. Headed to the line to shoot two free throws is Jermaine Caver Jr., the freshman, playing some big minutes in a big moment here at the Huntsville City Classic.
Growing up right before our eyes.
First free throw for the lefty is up and good. Tie basketball game here. Second free throw for Caver. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Marcus Perry. He goes up, gets bumped, no call. Evan Toms comes in. He rebounds it, slapped away, and it's a foul on the play on Romano. He will pick up his second personal foul in this basketball game.
Here comes the pressure, and my question is, with Bobbitt out, where is the ball handler? Three people.
Three people. He scores anyway. Big time move by Evan Toms.
That's why he got a call from Tennessee the other day.
Romano, three ball. No good. Tipped around. Offensive rebound goes to Oxford. Caleb Wilson comes out with it. Marcus Perry guarded by Evan Toms. Perry driving, tries to throw a baseline, knocked out of bounds by Graham Gossett. Into the game for Huntsville High. Bobbitt and Harrison return, replacing Toms and Chapman.
Toms had to come out because of a cut on his arm.
Alexander over Hudson Gossett. No good. Rebound goes to Bobbitt.
Schweers got the ball handler back into the game.
One possession. That's all he needed to see.
Yep.
Graham Gossett now to Hudson Gossett. Back to Bobbitt. Bobbitt with it up top between his circles. Looking. Shot clock is off.
You can just tell Oxford watched a lot of film yesterday.
Graham Gossett, sidestep, three ball, way short. Rebound, but he steps out of bounds. It's Hudson Gossett, and he touched the basketball. 1.2 on the clock. Left here in this first quarter. Mass substitutions for Huntsville High.
So I know that ball goes to Oxford, but this is a problem. They get the possession, but it's underneath their own goal.
Wilson catches it, launches it, and that will be short. And that will do it for the first quarter of play here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic as Huntsville High leads Oxford 11-9 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back with you right here on the iBall Radio Game of the Week from the Huntsville City Classic on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and the NFHS Network. And we're back here, ready for the second quarter. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert here with Breezy on the ones and twos. Lance, give me a little breakdown of what you saw in that first quarter.
A lot of jitters, a lot of energy. Both teams really juiced up for this 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic. A lot of young guys, the moment was big. I think they're going to settle in here, going to see some better basketball.
Tyson Bobbitt with the basketball, looking to get it to Toms. Can't get it there. He drives, gets trapped in the corner. Nowhere to go. Skip past to Graham Gossett. Graham drives, kicks it back to Carney. Carney gets it to the high post to Toms. Everybody comes to guard him. He gets it to Bobbitt in the corner for three. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to Alexander. Here he is in transition. And great defense that time by Cam Carney coming from behind and stripping Jalen Alexander.
Great defensive play.
Graham Gossett with it, guarded by Alexander.
Where will Huntsville find offense outside of Evan Toms is going to be really the question here as we move forward in this first half.
He has 8 of the 11 points so far. Bobbitt, 3 ball. Off the side again, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Jalen Alexander. Evan Toms has 8 of the 11 points. The only other basket came from one Hudson Gossett three-pointer.
That's it. And, they're running 3 people at him. That means 2 people are wide open.
And Huntsville High is considered to have a good bit of shooters on the basketball team. When are those guys going to start making shots? Great defensive play by Jalen Alexander. Tried to get a foul. Tried to flop his way to one. Didn't get the call. Gets it to Toms. Toms lays it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. And he's fouled on the play.
This game's going to be won in a 3-foot radius, in my opinion.
Headed to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws is Evan Toms. First free throw's up and good as he's 3 for 3 so far in this basketball game from the free throw line. Substitution in the game, David Harrison replacing Tyson Bobbitt. Looks like he's holding his chest, might have an issue going on. Or it could just be his chest is hurting from those 2 bad quarter threes he just shot. Second free throw is good for Toms. 13-9.
His stock keeps rising, in my opinion.
Alexander behind the back, goes over Harrison, lays it up and in. Strong move by Jalen Alexander. Gets his first basket of the basketball game.
So now with Bobbitt out of the game and Hudson Gossett kind of becomes your primary ball handler, how does that change your offense as Huntsville?
Right. With him becoming your primary ball handler, that takes him away from being able to track down those shots with when Tyson Bobbitt's in the game with the basketball. Now he has to be the primary ball handler. He has to be the one that sets everybody up and be the one looking inside to Evan Toms. "6'5" Marcus Perry Jr. trying to battle with 6'9" Evan Toms on the inside.
Love it.
It was a sight to see.
Here comes the double team. See it coming. There it is.
Makes him pick up his dribble. Cam Carney, 3-ball, short, no good. Rebound, Alexander. Alexander has several rebounds already in this basketball game.
Yep.
Romano with the basketball, picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Wilson. Wilson drives down the lane, lays it up and in. Big time layup by Caleb Wilson.
I'm just not sure if Huntsville has the firepower other than Evan Toms tonight.
Nice, and he's fouled on the play on Caleb Wilson. Great cross-court pass that time by Graham Gossett, finding Hudson Gossett on the backside and getting it inside to Evan Toms.
Absolutely.
Heading back to the free throw line is Evan Toms to shoot his 5th and 6th free throws early on in this basketball game.
He's going to have to play basically every minute the rest of the game for them to stay in it.
First free throw is no good, short off the rim. Substitutions in the game for both squads. Second free throw on the way for Evan Toms. Back rim, no good, misses both. Alexander bringing it across half court. You can see the fire in his eyes. He looks like he's ready to go. Marcus Perry Jr., 3-ball, back rim, no good. Bobbitt back in the game, gets the rebound. He also has several rebounds in this basketball game early on.
Absolutely.
Harrison gets it to Graham Gossett, guarded by Jalen Alexander. They already have 2 on Evan Toms. They're fronting him and playing someone on the backside.
They're playing a zone right here.
David Harrison's going to have to be able to, and that's a travel. David Harrison's going to have to be able to score in this basketball game because they're basically not even guarding him right now.
Yeah, they're daring him to be a scorer, as well as Cam Carney.
And Cam Carney's already taken 2 early 3-pointers in this basketball game, and he's 0 for 2 from the 3-point line.
Not really come close. Neither is Bobbitt.
3-ball, Alexander, good.
If he gets that thing going.
16-13. Alexander, 5 points in the basketball game. Tries to throw it to David Harrison. He nearly has it stolen. Gets it to Carney. Carney drives baseline, hands it to Bobbitt. Back to Harrison. Now swings it over to Toms. Gossett. He's the person that's going to have to score off the dribble for them. Carney double teamed in the corner. Great defense by Oxford. And he gets it inside to Graham Gossett, and the foul is called on the play. Foul will go against number 5, Van Meter. His first personal foul, 3rd team foul here in this second quarter.
So I know that Huntsville loves swinging the basketball, but against a team like this, they want you to have the ball on the sides. If you keep the ball in the center of the court and then able to penetrate that and get your guard a paint touch, it's going to be way more effective than swinging against this Oxford defense.
Evan Toms got the basketball up top and just said, I'm going to the basket.
Yeah, he knows it's all on him.
Right. He had Pierce Van Meter guarding him, and he looked at him and was like, oh, no, I'm going to the basket.
Before the end, he's going to have everybody on Oxford on him, and it's not going to matter.
Graham Gossett, 3-ball off the curl, knocks it down.
We asked where it was going to come from.
Wilson, full speed ahead, goes against Harrison, and he's fouled on the play. Tie basketball game, 4:24 left here in this first half from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic championship game between Huntsville High and Oxford. Headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws is Caleb Wilson.
You know, early in the ball game, the full court pressure was giving Oxford a lot of trouble, right? They figured that out a little bit. And it'll be interesting to see now if Coach Swears adjusts to them being able to figure that out, because that's led to a couple easy baskets.
Caleb Wilson's had several opportunities in his basketball game where he's got it in the full court and he's just dribbled it all the way down the court. Nobody has stopped the basketball.
Right.
So Swears is going to have to shore that up.
Absolutely.
First free throw for Wilson is good. Substitutions in the game for Huntsville High. Hudson Gossett and Travell Lewis return. Replacing Carney and Harrison. Second free throw for Wilson's no good. Rebound to Lewis. Bobbitt driving. Nice move by Tyson Bobbitt. Fades away, one leg bucket. Great move that time by Tyson Bobbitt.
Yeah, we talked about a guard getting dribble penetration. That's what's got to happen.
Two 28 point guards matched up right now. Caleb Wilson guarded by Tyson Bobbitt. Kicks it to the corner to Caver. Caver up top to Latson. Alexander thought about it. Guarded by Lewis. Nice move. Kicks it to the corner. Latson can control it. Caver, 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3, deep 3. Short, no good. And that's a shot clock violation. Turnover by Oxford.
I know that caused a shot clock violation, but I'm so thankful that Latson had the IQ not to shoot a bad pass. Sometimes people get a bad pass and they're still open. Don't shoot a bad pass. It is extremely low percentage.
Right.
So kudos to him for that.
Gossett looking to pitch it in. Gets it to Bobbitt. Bobbitt guarded by Latson. Kicks it over to Gossett. Bobbitt with it. Nearly throws it away, and he does. Wilson on Bobbitt. Euro step. Kicks it to Latson. Now to Alexander. Alexander guarded by Toms. He goes right by him. Kicks it outside to Caver. He bobbles it. Wilson, corner 3. No good. Rebound, Evan Toms.
These Huntsville guards got to do something more than just running down and setting up on the arc to help their team alleviate this pressure.
Nice layoff to Evan Toms, but he misses the layup. Caver. Perry. Alexander goes at Bobbitt. Nearly a turnover. Perry, Caver, 3 ball, no good. Block out Evan Toms. Nobody tracks the basketball. Wilson gets it. He goes to the hole, and a charge is called. Great job underneath by Tyson Bobbitt, stepping up and taking that charge. Foul will go against Caleb Wilson. That's his second personal foul, team 5th foul here in this second quarter.
On this possession coming up, we know that Oxford's going to throw some pressure at them right here. Huntsville has it on the baseline, have to go full court here. I would love to see the Huntsville guards that are not handling the ball get behind that pressure a little bit instead of just running to the three-point arc. Help eliminate that. And if you receive that pass to help break that, turn and face and go downhill, there might not be anybody picking you up, and take that thing as far as they can. If they happen to stop you, Evan Toms is going to be there. But just running and hoping that your point guard can break all the pressure doesn't really help a lot of things.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for a point guard, especially one like Tyson Bobbitt, and we've seen it several times in his basketball game already. It's going to be tough for him to be able to handle all of that pressure that's coming uphill at him. He's trying to get downhill. Those outside guards that are on the wings are going to have to help alleviate some of that pressure.
Yeah, and on an Oxford situation, the reason why currently they're only 1 point down is once they get the ball out of the full court pressure and force the issue, get to the basket, good things are happening, so I expect more of that.
Coming back from timeout, 2:38 on the clock, 1 point basketball game. Huntsville High leads 18-17. Throwing the basketball in for Huntsville High is Tyson Bobbitt. Pitches it up top to Toms. Toms back to Bobbitt.
See how the Huntsville guards are already on the three-point arc while he's still fighting the pressure? That is tough on a guard.
Hudson Gossett kicks it to Graham. Graham back to Hudson. They're closing out high on those shooters. Jalen Alexander understands Hudson Gossett can shoot it from the parking lot. He's closing out real early on him. Graham sidestep. Up good. Graham Gossett knocks down his second basket of the basketball game.
The great mid-range shot. I'm happy to see it.
Hudson Gossett, man, Graham Gossett is considered maybe the best of the Gossett brothers, as he is only in the 10th grade right now, playing big minutes here for Huntsville High.
So here comes the Oxford pressure again. And instead of Carney and Hudson just running straight down, here they go again. Run in behind.
Gossett, 3-ball, head fake. Gets it to Graham. Graham's on fire. Bang! Graham Gossett with another 3-pointer, and Coach Van Meter calls a full timeout.
Yeah, we said who was going to step up. Somebody other than Evan Toms had to step up for Huntsville to make this a championship effort.
Wow. And Graham Gossett has 8 points in this basketball game already. 2 threes and a short pull-up jump shot. He's gotten himself into a rhythm. And Lance, we've talked about this. Coach Christian Spears told us he can't wait until he gets Graham Gossett back fully healthy, because he's the one person on this basketball team that can create his own shot. And he's showing you he can do that here in this first half.
Yeah, absolutely he is. You know, from an Oxford perspective, you have to be able to get to that paint. I know that we talked about the height of Huntsville. Maybe that's worried them a little bit, but I feel like they've settled a couple times. Caver has settled for a couple threes when they could have maybe one more pass could have got them a little bit easier basket.
No doubt about it. 23-17, 134 left here in this second quarter. What is Coach Van Meter telling his guys in the huddle right now as Huntsville High's on this mini run?
Well, number one, be aware of everybody wearing a number 5 on their jersey, either a 55 or a 5. Be aware of where those guys are, and keep sharing the basketball. Sometimes I think when you're in a position like that, you have a chance to play hero ball and let it stick a little bit. And let's see if they move the ball a little bit better here with a minute 28 to go.
Chris Latson's back on the court with his 2 fouls, only has 1 basket in this basketball game so far. They need to get him going because they're going to need his offensive power here to win this basketball game. Marcus Perry Jr. with it up top, looking for a double screen. Perry Jr. off the screen, short on the 3, rebound Cam Carney. Bobbitt coming across. Caver better know where Graham Gossett is right now. Hand it off to Gossett, guarded by Caver. Now gets it to Hudson Gossett. Graham thought about it, gets it inside the Toms at the high post, spins on Perry, shoots a little floater, up and good.
Beautiful basketball.
Nearly a travel. Jermaine Caver bringing it across, kicks it to Latson. Latson attacks the basket over Toms, short, no good. Rebound Caver, great hustle. Gets it out to Alexander. Alexander stripped by Bobbitt. Comes out with his Cam Carty. Gets it to Graham Gossett. Graham up, block, going to the line to shoot 2, and it might just be a goaltend. And the basket is good. Foul will go against Cooper Romano.
I like that Graham forced the issue. I think that's a big point for both sides here. Who around that 3-foot radius of the basket, who's going to force the issue? You're going to get a call. Just go get it.
Go get a basket, man. That will be the 3rd foul on Cooper Romano as he will come out of the basketball game. At the line to complete the 3-point play is Graham Gossett. Graham Gossett and Evan Toms right now have 22 of the 27 points for Huntsville High. Make that 23 of 28. Substitutions in the ball game. Great stretch just then for Graham Gossett. 22.6 seconds left, 28-17. Huntsville High leads Oxford. Caleb Wilson throws it in, looking, gets it to Caver. Caver back to Alexander, ball must got some perspiration on it because Oxford is struggling to get it across. 14.2 left. Wilson with it. Crosses half court, nearly loses it. Trapped is Jalen Alexander, picks it up, guarded by Lewis. Behind the back, pull up three ball. Bang! Knockdown shot for Jalen Alexander to give him his 8th point of the night. And into halftime, it will be a 28-20 lead for Huntsville High as they take an 8-point advantage into halftime.
You know, Oxford having to shoot over the length of Huntsville High School has caused a lot of problems. That's a lot of length out there.
A lot of length out there, like you mentioned. David Harrison has been matched up most of the night against Jalen Alexander and actually giving him problems out on the perimeter. However, he did get it going, having 8 points in that second quarter. So here we are, 8-point game, championship of the 43rd annual Huntsville City Classic. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, Breezy on the 1s and 2s here from Huntsville City Classic on iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com, and the NFHS. Forgot one. And our YouTube page, iBall Radio YouTube page, and on NFHS Network. And we're back here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic, here for the championship game between Huntsville High and Oxford, as Huntsville High leads here at the start of the third quarter, 28-20. Lance, in that first half, a lot of the scoring came from two people from Huntsville High. What are they going to have to do to maintain this lead throughout this second half and get this championship win?
Maintain what you maintain. You know, I mean, those two guys have shown they can produce. I think you ride them on out for another 16 minutes. I mean, if you get something from a couple other folks to contribute, great. If not, keep on getting baskets from those two guys. I mean, he's Evan Toms is the biggest guy in the gym. People's legs are starting to get tired. The fourth, fifth game they played in not many days. So I think he's really gonna. That advantage is going to be even more here as we enter the third and fourth periods.
One of the key stats in that first half, 10 fouls against Oxford, only 3 against Huntsville High. What does that say to Coach Van Meter? Hey, are we not being aggressive enough going to the basket? Are we shooting too many outside jump shots? What do they need to do to change that up in the second half?
Yeah, I do think they needed to drive and make the official make the call.
Here we are, start of the third quarter. Oxford basketball, Jalen Alexander with it. Up top, still guarded by David Harrison. Perry Jr. with it. Kicks it to Alexander. Has it at the high post. Two people looking. Backdoor cut by Caleb Wilson, and foul is called on the floor.
I thought that could have been an and one, actually.
He jumped on his back, so I understand the call. Maybe in another league he gets that continuation. I almost said greedy to the free throw line because I'm trying to do double duty here, but with the basketball up top is Romano.
Romano is not looking to score at all.
They're not even guarding him on the outside. Alexander, guarded by Harrison, still drives it in amongst the trees. He goes up and he gets the and one. Big time move by the Belmont signee in Jalen Alexander.
You got to go force the issue. You got to make them blow the whistle. You got to take the contact, and you got to finish. He did all of the things above. Check, 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 and check.
Headed to the line to complete the three-point play is Alexander. Off back rim, no good. Ball's tipped out on Caleb Wilson. 28-22, early on here in this third quarter.
So look at how Huntsville is deciding to break this pressure here. Gonna throw it into Toms, and guards don't leave him again. Here it comes, and Gossett was already at the three-point line. It was over 10 seconds.
He actually called a shot clock violation, however, 10 seconds.
What we've seen that out of the head means so many things.
Right. They actually got 12 seconds because they didn't blow that whistle until it was 23 on the shot clock.
I didn't know if they were going to call it.
And Tyson Bobbitt actually traveled on that play. Referees missed it. However,
there was a lot of things.
It was a lot of infractions on
Either
that
way,
one
they
possession.
should just have said Oxford basketball.
In the Latson now to Alexander. Alexander calling out the play, thumbs down, looking for a screen up top from but he pulls up from 3 and he knocks it down. Jalen Alexander has stepped up with 13 big points already in this basketball game.
Are we going to see a takeover? Breezy said yes.
Bobbitt getting downhill. Hudson Gossett, they ran out at him. Good head fake. Bobbitt, 3-ball, bang, right back for Tyson Bobbitt.
But I didn't say for who.
All right, now you can't hedge your bet. You can't hedge your bet. Wilson with it. Kicks it to the corner to Lassett. Upside to Romano. Romano, and a foul is called on Cam Carney. And Cooper Romano will head to the free throw line for 3 free throws. That's a tough foul right there on Cam Carney. We got an acronym we say all the time. KYP. Know your personnel. You got to understand Cooper Romano has not looked to score all night long. Make him make that three-pointer. However, he heads to the line for 3 free throws. First one up, back rim, no good. Second free throw, rims out, no good. First 2 free throws by Romano missed. Third free throw on the way. Already a good foul by Cam Carney, even though it didn't look like it at the moment. Third free throw is no good. However, rebound Latson, tip to Wilson, and he lays it up and in.
Free throw box out.
Man, we have seen so many of those mistakes here in this Huntsville City Classic. And there's a turnover by Hudson Gossett. Chris Latson has it, picks up his dribble, looks back, finds Perry Jr., 3-ball, short, no good. Rebound Wilson, he goes up, no good. Rebound to Evan Toms. Toms gets it up to Harrison. 3-on-2, kicks it to Hudson Gossett. 3-ball, everybody runs at him. And he throws it away. Back-to-back turnovers by Hudson Gossett. Timeout on the floor by Huntsville High.
When you have people doing things that they're not comfortable doing, that's not his role on the team, but Oxford has put him in that situation, and they got the results by putting somebody in a position to do something that they don't do, which is handle the basketball.
Great job by Oxford of knowing the scouting report and running, I mean literally running Hudson Gossett off of that three-point line. On that last play, Jalen Alexander had a heck of a closeout. On the head fake, Hudson Gossett has a super quick release. He'll take that one dribble and get it up. However, Cooper Romano was running at him also, made him make that pass, which was an errant pass, throw it out of bounds for the turnover. Possession goes over to Oxford.
Yeah, make him put it on the floor.
Oxford with the basketball. Coming across half court is Jalen Alexander. Alexander penetrates, picks up his dribble, gets it to Latson. Hand off to Wilson. Latson looking, guarded by Evan Toms out top. Gets it to Alexander. He's tracking the basketball, guarded by Carney. Bunch of dribble moves, and they call him for a push-off.
You know, the other thing I was going to say on that is Chris Latson's got to be very, very careful on those screens.
Right, he is
Very
moving on
careful.
those screens. Huntsville basketball. Bobbitt with it, guarded by Wilson. Running 2 at him. That's not backcourt. You can step over. It got to be all 3. No good on the 3-pointer. Evan Toms needs to get back. Alexander pushing it. No numbers. Perry Jr., 3-ball short, no good. Rebound tapped around, picked up by Carney. Carney pressured, gets it to Bobbitt in transition. Oh, nobody stops the basketball. Bobbitt lays it up, no good. Rebound, Evan Toms, he puts it up and in. And a foul on Hudson Gossett. 33-27, 4:55 here in this third quarter.
You can tell when particular players are out of their comfort zone, they do things that are very uncharacteristic, like throwing the ball away, like fouls on the opposite end. So you can tell the players that are very uncomfortable at the moment.
Chris Latson still only has 1 basket in this basketball game. Underneath, guarded by Toms, gets it out to Perry. Perry, 2-dribble, pull up, free throw line, good. That's a beautiful move by Marcus Perry Jr.
That's big time.
4-point basketball game, 33-29, 4:30 to go here in this third quarter. Bobbitt beats everybody, finds Graham Gossett. Graham nearly a foul, gets it back to Bobbitt. Bobbitt to Lewis, they're not even guarding him. Lewis takes the 3, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Jalen Alexander. Travell Lewis has to be ready to shoot that basketball. He has to be confident in shooting that basketball.
Has he shot one all tournament?
Might have been his first one.
Yeah.
Bobick into Graham Gossett.
I think Evan Thomas has got to get a touch. Yep.
Guarded by Marcus Perry. Inside, lob to Lewis. Great pass that time by
He just
Evan
has
Thomas.
so much gravity that everybody's attention, even if they're maybe not there, their eyes and their mind is.
Nice move. Jalen Alexander.
And
And a foul is called. They call it on the floor. Great move that time by Jalen Alexander to split the double team. That was high level.
He even thinks he should be shooting. I would agree with him. This referee's saying 2 shots. That one's saying on the floor. This one is waiting. And he's saying 2
But
shots.
my thing is, the referee closest here is the one who made the call. He pointed on the floor. He pointed when that foul first happened. He pointed to it being on the floor.
I thought so,
However, he came to the table, made the call, turned around and said 2 shots. That's why the underneath referee was like it's on the floor, because that was the initial call.
Yeah, I thought so too.
First free throw is up and no good for Jalen Alexander. Second free throw, rims in. Lewis gets it up to Graham. Graham looking, no numbers, pulls it out, gets it back to Bobick. 2-3 zone here now for Oxford. Switching up the defense for Oxford. They've been in a man-to-man most of the basketball game. Evan Thomas skipped past the Bobick. Bobick head fake. 15 on the shot clock.
Oxford's in a 2-3 zone right here.
Mm-hmm. And they get a turnover. Caleb Wilson tracks it down, going to the basket, scoop, layup, good. Great change of pace right then. Got to guard Gossett. He's been good on the night. Now Graham with it, guarded by Caver. Gets it to the high post to Toms. Toms looking, going over. Nice move, Evan Toms, but he misses the layup. Rebound, Travell Lewis.
They did not hit the rim. The shot clock did not reset.
Still had 10 on the shot clock. However, Bobick picks it up. Caleb Wilson behind the back. Euro step stripped by Bobick, picked up by Caver, puts it up and in, cuts it to a 1-point buck game. 35-34 with 2:40 left in this third quarter. Lewis, spin move. Gossett, corner 3, no good. Rebound, Marcus Perry Jr. tips it over to Jalen Alexander. 1-point basketball game here. Coach Van Meter calling it out. Latson going downhill against Toms, lays it up, and it goes in. Great move that time by Chris Latson, and Oxford takes a 1-point lead.
I was glad to see him get downhill.
This zone has really slowed this game down to a snail's pace, and we expect all the time for Huntsville High to be playing at that breakneck speed.
Yeah. I'm just
And
not,
another steal on the play. Turnover by Hudson Gossett. Caver up, and he's fouled on the play.
I'm just not sure Huntsville has passers that are good enough.
That was Hudson Gossett's 4th turnover in this ball game through 3 quarters.
In this half, yeah.
Headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jermaine Caver Jr., the freshman, headed to the line.
Yeah, 4 in this half.
Cam Carney checks back in the basketball game. And lane violation on the play. Another shot forthcoming. Gets another crack at it. Caver up. Back rim. Rims out. No good. Rebound Bobick. Bobick looking. Oxford staying in this 2-3 zone. Gossett with it up top.
Evan Toms was calling the play there. Oxford going to stay in the zone.
Oh, they missed Evan Toms on the curl. 7 on the shot clock. Now 5. Graham Gossett with it. Kicks it to Bobbitt. Bobbitt nearly a turnover, out of bounds. 1 second on the shot clock.
Passing has become a real issue for Huntsville High School.
Toms, and he's fouled on the play. Oh, and they call a shot clock violation. And Christian Swears wants a full timeout. He wants to talk about it. That was a foul. Not called by the referees, but that was a lot of contact underneath on that play.
If you're Huntsville right now and they're playing a zone, and that allows you to have somebody in front and behind of Toms at all times without running people at him, what do you do in this zone offense when you have people that just want to stand?
Christian Swears is going to have to draw up some motion against this zone offense. On that last possession, before the shot clock ran down, he called the play and ran Hudson Gossett through, cut through to the backside corner, tried to screen in that bottom man with Cam Carney and bring Evan Toms over the top.
He curled it beautifully.
They just missed him. If they hit him there, he turns, faces, and knocks down that shot, or he gets downhill and he gets fouled and gets himself to the free throw line.
Right.
He's going to have to continue that type of action to get movement, to get that zone defense spread out, to give Evan Toms some space in the middle.
So this is the first time this half that we're going to see this type of pressure from Huntsville.
Huntsville High back to their patent full court pressure.
You know, someone we've not seen is David Harrison a lot this quarter.
Wilson drives, no good. However, rebound Perry, no good. Rebound Evan Toms, kicks it out. Looking for a foul, lob pass to Carney. Carney, Bobbitt saves it. Back to Toms. Toms puts it on the floor. Knocked out of bounds.
I wonder if David Harrison being in the high post would really help them right now.
Being in the high post as a passer, as a reliant ball handler, you know, he dealt with some turnovers earlier on in this tournament. Hudson Gossett coming out on the curl.
But just having these guys stand along the arc is not helping.
Gets it inside to Carney. Carney drops it to Toms. Toms, he's just going to power up over Perry. And one big-time move by my man, Evan Toms, as he will go to the line to complete the three-point play.
That's why I'm saying,
basket.
like, if you have David Harrison there in that high post area, he can make that pass to Evan Toms, and then it's unstoppable.
That high-low action will be very, very key for them in this ball game to get Evan Toms some looks where some space around the basket. Foul goes against Marcus Perry Jr.
Guess who's in the game?
You said it. First foul on him. Evan Toms completes the three-point play, 2-point lead for Huntsville High. Oh, he changed his pivot foot. Didn't catch it. Chris Latson with the basketball.
Shot clock is off.
20 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Crossover. Jalen Alexander hesitates, gets inside, looking, double team. Marcus Perry Jr. blocked by David Harrison.
The young man on the baseline did the Dikembe Mutombo finger to him.
5 seconds left. Graham Gossett lays it up. No good. Tipped around, and no. That will do it for the third quarter here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic as Huntsville High leads Oxford 38-36. Lance, Oxford made a really good push in that third quarter.
It was all when they switched to that zone defense. Like, they didn't have to commit bodies that left numerous people open. They were just able through the zone to keep somebody in proximity in front of back. And then just the passing has been dismal for Huntsville High School against the zone. Lots of turnovers against the zone, which you wouldn't think about. But also, Jalen Alexander, he's just better.
Oxford has done a really good job of having those two guards at the top of that 2-3 zone extended out in way past. They're putting their heels on the three-point line because they know Huntsville High has shooters that can shoot it from deep. So they're turning those guys up top into passers. And with them being passers and that defense being extended up, they're able to shoot those passing lanes, get deflections, if not steals.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're a guard for Huntsville High School, you can't just stand on the arc. It doesn't matter if it's the press, doesn't matter if it's a zone, doesn't matter if it's man-to-man. Just standing on the arc, waiting for the ball to come to you has been the real overarching issue here for the Huntsville High team. And they're still up 2.
And they're still up 2. Here we are set for this fourth quarter, the last quarter of play of the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic. You're listening right here on iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and the NFHS Network. Here we are, Huntsville basketball. Oxford still in this 2-3 zone. They're extended out. They're making them run that offense from way up. Get it up top to Cam Carney. Now they dump it in to Evan Toms. Goes up, over, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Evan Toms is too big and too skilled right now for this Oxford defense.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't have an answer.
Here we are, Jalen Alexander, 14 points in this basketball game so far. Kicks it back to Latson. Latson goes downhill against Toms. Not a good shot. Misses it. Rebound to Toms. Gets it over to Bobick. Bobick trapped on the play. Skips it to Toms. Toms looking. And there it is again. Another deflection out on that perimeter by these Oxford guards in this 2-3 zone.
And it's not overwhelming pressure. They're it's just really bad passing, if I'm going to be honest.
Bobick with the basketball. Looking. Skips it over to Graham Gossett. Now back to Bobick. Bobick looking back to Gossett. Gossett thought about the 3. Gets it in to Carney. Carney turns, faces. Now gets it to Graham Gossett. Gets downhill. Kick out to the corner to Bobick. Short on the 3 ball. Rebound to Graham Gossett. Tipped around. Back to Bobick. Bobick has it. Kicks it outside to Hudson Gossett. Deep 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound Cam Carney. Foul on Marcus Perry Jr. He was holding Evan Toms around the hip, and I don't blame him. When a long 3 goes up like that, that ball's going to careen off that rim pretty hard. It's going to be tough for him battling inside with Evan Toms to get that rebound unless he holds him. However, that time the referee called it.
Yeah, and you're giving up 5 inches.
Exactly. First team foul here in this fourth quarter against Oxford.
There was numerous times on that last possession.
Toms up, no good. Carney with the rebound, tips it up and in.
That last possession by Huntsville, Evan Toms was open numerous times in the painted area.
They're making a conscious effort to get it down to him right now as he's getting multiple touches on the offensive end. Jalen Alexander looking to go one-on-one on Carney. Pull up 3 ball straight ahead. No good. Carney crashes in, and that will be a foul on Cam Carney. Oh, no, they call a jump ball. Substitution in the game. Romano in, replacing Latson. Oxford with the basketball. Kicks it into Wilson. Wilson guarded by Graham Gossett. Skip past to Romano, now to Alexander. Alexander. Probing, looking, crossover, spin move, scoop layup, and he knocks it in. Great move by Jalen Alexander.
Yeah, I think you got to get David Harrison back in the game for Huntsville.
Graham Gossett. Nice underneath Evan Toms, and he dunks it home.
better passing of the basketball that time.
Right, great look on the cross-court pass by Tyson Bobbitt to Graham Gossett. Graham Gossett was patient with it, and he lays it up in it. Blocked by Evan Toms. Great block, kick out, Graham Gossett, layup, good. Timeout, Evan. Hey, listen, quick 6-0 run right there by Huntsville High to put them up 46-38, 5:26 left in its ball game. I don't care what the crowd was screaming about. That was a heck of a block by Evan Toms.
Yeah, the whole exchange, the dunk, the block, the pass.
Right, the run out. Hey, listen, it all started from that last possession of the press break for Huntsville High, doing a better job of passing the ball, throwing it over top, and getting open, easy layups. Now, does Coach Van Meter look at this and say, okay, even though we're down 8 and it slows the game down, do we stay in this pressure or do we go back to that 2-3 zone that slowed it down for Huntsville High and made it tough for them so they were struggling to find offensive baskets?
Well, I think this lineup might tell you a little bit something. Chris Latson is not in currently, so that tells me that they are probably going to go back to the zone.
46-38, 5:20 left here in this basketball game. Caleb Wilson, head fake, jump stop into Romano. Romano lays it up and in. Great pass by Caleb Wilson.
Good offense there.
You hadn't seen that often in the world, Lance. I don't think if I've seen it ever. A 2-3 press. Never seen that. I don't know if they were supposed to be in a 2-2-1 and the back man just came up high because there was nobody behind them. But that's
I think they were kind of supposed to be in just a 2-3 period, and I don't know if they meant it to be full quarter.
Right. They just extended it out.
But Marcus Perry and Jalen Alexander have been the bottom part of that zone. Now they're in a man-to-man.
Hudson Gossett guarded by Jalen Alexander. Over to Toms. Toms gets it to Bobbitt. Bobbitt off the Tom screen, kicks it to Carney. Nice backdoor pass by Carney. Up, and he's fouled by Marcus Perry. That's huge because that's 4th foul on Marcus Perry Jr. Coming back right now is David Harrison getting ready to check in to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's Evan Toms. Evan Toms, 21 points on the night here in this championship game.
He's been really good every game.
Free throws up and good.
When you have a guy that can get you double-double, can block shots, can do the things that he does, he just makes everybody around you good.
No doubt about it. Substitution in the game. David Harrison in, replacing Tyson Bobbitt.
This
Evan
lead
Tom,
feels a lot bigger than 7.
It feels a lot bigger than 7. At the free throw line for another free throw is Evan Toms. Puts it up, and it's good. His 23rd point in this ball game. Token pressure here from Oxford. Caleb Wilson, he's hard stopping, getting downhill, but he misses the layup. Rebound, Evan Toms. Cam Carney with it, kicks it up to Hudson Gossett. Gossett looking, spins, gets it back up to Carney. Carney kicks it over to Evan Toms. Graham Gossett comes off. Great closeout that time by Jalen Alexander on Hudson Gossett. Spin move, Evan Toms, too big for Latson, puts it up, short on it, picked up by Caleb Wilson on the rebound. He comes out full speed in transition, Euro step, blocked by Carney, picks it out. Now Graham Gossett downhill on Romano, stop, turn, fade away, no good. Rebound, Caleb Wilson. And he gets it over to Jalen Alexander. 3:54 left, 8-point ball game, 48-40. Huntsville High leads. Alexander gets it. Latson, corner 3, no good. Rebound, David Harrison. Coach Christian Swear says, slow it down. Slow it down. Graham Gossett with the basketball up top between the circle. He hands it off to Carney.
And now Latson has the defensive responsibilities on Evan Toms. They're going to feed him the rock. And why not?
And he shoots it hard, and it's knocked out of bounds. Nope, that was off of Cooper Romano. Bobbitt comes back in, replacing Harrison. Looks like he's playing. Coach Swears is playing a little offense to defense right now with Harrison and Bobbitt. Oh, Evan Toms, deep post position. He's pushed out. No foul is called. However, he finishes over top with the left hand. Great post up that time by Evan Toms, getting deep post position.
That was great. That's what you want from your big guy.
Alexander kicks it out to Latz, and he hesitates, and he double dribbles with the basketball. You can't hesitate. You got to be confident in your jump shot, and when the opportunity comes, you got to let it fly.
Absolutely.
Bobbitt with the basketball, 50-40 here. Hudson Gossett hesitates. Graham Gossett, corner three, and he knocks it down. Wide open three-pointer for Graham Gossett, and now it is a 13-point game.
People are heading for the door. I'm shocked.
Jalen Alexander guarded by Evan Toms, looking for it. Sidestep, pull-up three ball. Good contest by Toms. Rebound, Caleb Wilson. Snatched away by Bobbitt. He pushes it up. Graham Gossett out ahead. Head fake, great job. And he lays it up and in. 15-point lead as Huntsville High is on a huge run with only 2:13 left in this ball game.
And the parking lot's starting to get full.
And a foul on Evan Toms. Huntsville High has put the chokehold on Oxford in this fourth quarter. Defensively, they're doing a great job limiting shots, and offensively, they're doing an excellent job of getting out in transition.
Yeah,
Alexander to the basket, no good. On the floater, another one. Graham Gossett out again. Pull it up. He's by himself. He doesn't care. Kicks it out. Tyson Bobbitt, three ball. It's too long. No good. Rebound, Chris Latson. That would have blown the roof off of this building.
Absolutely.
Wilson downhill and one. And one basket for Caleb Wilson.
You know, we got some game of the weeks coming up that are going to be really exciting. We got this Saturday, we got Hazel Green and Albertville.
Gadsden City.
Gadsden City, yes.
Got Hazel Green.
Thinking ahead.
Got Hazel Green and Gadsden City this
be good.
Saturday. Should be
6A showdown.
Should be a great basketball game. And then on the 6th, next Tuesday, we have Albertville versus Huntsville High at Albertville for the first area game of the season.
Huge.
Will be a huge ball game. 30-second timeout here with 1:44 left, 12-point ball game. And like you say, Lance, the stands are starting to clear out.
Yeah, y'all be sure to like and subscribe to everything that you see iBall do. Go join NFHS, the iBall radio channel there as well. All of the games of the week for the rest of the season will be streamed live there. We want to really appreciate these people here at Huntsville City Classic for having us this year. We'll be back next year as well. And it's just one of the premier tournaments in the entire state.
No doubt about it. Make sure you go to iBallRadio.com and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all things iBall Radio. We will be back with the iBall Radio live call-in show coming up very soon once we get done with this Huntsville City Classic. Deep pass, picked up back, stolen by Caver, gets it to Alexander. It's a turnover, nearly a turnover by Jalen Alexander. He gets it to Caleb Wilson. Wilson back to Alexander. Alexander pull up three ball, short, no good. Rebound, Bobbitt. Gets it to Toms, cross half court. Toms guarded by Wilson. Picks it up, gets it back to Hudson Gossett, now to Tyson Bobbitt. 1:15 left in this ball game. And Oxford will start playing the foul game. Tavor's a not good defender, man. He's a really good on-ball defender for a freshman. No rush right now for Huntsville High. Tip pass, nearly a turnover. Cam Carney picks it back up, gets it over to Hudson Gossett. 15 on the shot clock.
Hey, if you got some Christmas money, your mom and daddy gave you some Christmas money for Christmas, go to the iBallRadio.com store. Get you some swag, man.
No doubt about it, man. Go to iBallRadio.com, click shop, and get you some iBall Radio gear. And that will just about do it. And Huntsville High is feeling a 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic Championship. And up and lays it in is Graham Gossett. And that will do it. Jalen Alexander with the basketball brings it across half court. Pull up 3 ball. It's good. And they will just dribble it out. And Huntsville High School does it. Wins this basketball game 57-46 to claim their 3rd ever Huntsville City Classic Championship here at the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic. Lance, what an event.
Yeah, it was great from the start to the beginning. All the games were very competitive. Hey, kudos to the players, the coaches, the mom and dads who brought you. Big ups to everybody.
Big ups to this community here in Huntsville for a great event. Every single night, this gym was packed out, man. Great showing, great time, great event here from the Huntsville City Classic.
Hey, we just got a handshake.
No doubt. No doubt.
From the man who started this thing when he was at Huntsville Times, when this was called the Huntsville Times Classic.
No doubt about it, man. And we'll take a break right here, man, and we will be back with Coach Christian Swears and the player of the game, Evan Toms, here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic.
Mr. Matt Howard. Players, when I call your name, please make your way to center court. If you are in the stands, you can make your way down to center court. From Whitesburg Christian, Hayden Ragland Morris. From Hazel Green, Legend Martin. From Fairfield, Milton Jones. From Montgomery Academy, Braden Lee Garcia.
Oh, he
From Columbia, Colton Horton. From Hale County, Gage Mayfield. From Hale County, Omar Lewis. From May Jemison, Malachi McNair. From May Jemison, Cortez Hudson. From Lee, Case Stewart. From Lee, Mike Stanford. From Spokane, Landon Malone. From Spokane, Landon Howard. From James Lemon, Isaiah Clee. From James Lemon, Corbin Johnson. From Bob Jones, Harrison Lockett. From Bob Jones, Ty Pace. From Oxford, Chris Laxton. From Oxford, Marcus Perry. From Oxford, we're going to enjoy watching him play Belmont Bruin, Jalen Alexander. From Huntsville, Graham Gossett. From Huntsville, Tyson Bobbin. From Huntsville, he gets in on hustle alone, Cam Carney. Your Huntsville City Classic, tournament most valuable player. From Huntsville, the top. Take that squad right now. Ladies and gentlemen, while they're taking a picture, join me. Let's get a huge round of applause for the Huntsville City Classic all-tournament team. This all-tournament team is brought to you by the Huntsville Sports Commission and is officially named after the tournament founder and originator, Mr. Wade Lipscomb. Wade Lipscomb all-tournament team. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now our honor to award the Jerry Dugan Award, which goes to the Huntsville City Classic Most Outstanding Coach. This year's Most Outstanding Coach Achievement Award goes to Christian Schleer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting our runner-up trophy, Mike Howard. Ladies and gentlemen, this team is going to be in Birmingham, and they may go home with a blue map. They're special. We need to give them the respect they're due. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Ladies and gentlemen, center court is Dr. Thompson McMurtry from Huntsville Hospital Sports Center and TOC Sports. He will be presenting the John Pruitt Championship Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's John Pruitt Championship Trophy is awarded to the Huntsville Panthers.
Mic check. And we are here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic as Huntsville High pulls off and gets their third victory in this tournament all time. And I'm standing here with 2028 guard Graham Gossett, who had a big 20 points on the night. Graham, tell me how you felt in this basketball game.
Man, I felt awesome. Teammates, they hooked up. Me and Evan, I just felt like we had it going today. And the stats won't show for the other players and how much of an impact they had. But, man, they had such a big impact. And Hudson, he hasn't been shooting great all week. But, man, he's doing so much more, like, off the ball and everything like that. So, man, I'm just blessed. God is good.
No doubt about it, man. You're coming back from injury, trying to work yourself back into playing shape. You've been back for a couple of weeks now. Kind of talk about how you felt in this basketball game.
I feel great. I mean, I couldn't be here without God. I've been through it, been through a lot, but I think I'm finally getting back to my normal self. It's been a slow, like, steady, but I feel good. My trainer Jamie, she's been helping me a bunch. Like, see me on the sideline, just talking to her about everything. So blessed for her.
No doubt about it, man. You guys are gonna enjoy this for tonight, right?
For sure,
but
for sure.
Coming up, you guys start that gauntlet of an area play here in North Alabama. Talk about how you guys are preparing for that area run.
They're good. I mean, we played Sparkman yesterday. They gave us a run for our money. We only beat them by 2. So we got to be locked in. We got to take every day in practice. We got to be serious. Can't come like soft, you know?
No doubt about it, man. Graham, I want to say congratulations on a really good game tonight. Continue to get healthy and continue to come back and help this team win.
Yes, sir. Thank you. God is good. God is good.
No doubt about it, man. There you have it. Graham Gossett, 2028 guard here for Huntsville High with 20 huge points tonight. We'll be right back with you with Evan Toms and Coach Christian Swears.
Appreciate you.
Good job, boy. Glad to see you back, baby.
Thank you.
Coming. Help! Oh, you right there. Oh, yeah, I'll take you. Yes, sir. Coach, we need, baby. Coach, you needed it, Coach. You needed it, man. And we're back here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic as they take down Oxford 57-46 to claim the 43rd trophy handed out in their third ever in this. I am here with head coach Christian Swears. Coach, just tell me, man, how good does this win feel?
I'll be honest, man, it's surreal. It really didn't hit me until way after the game that we just won the Huntsville City Classic. Couldn't be more proud of our team and the fight and resilience they showed during this tournament, but particularly tonight. You know, Oxford made a run at us. We knew they would. We just kind of bounced back with some composure, and I think we outscored them 22-10 after that timeout.
No doubt about it, man. Talk about your young fella, man. Graham Gossett, man, battling through injury all season long to come back on this stage in this moment and have the game that he had.
It could not be a better testimony for him personally, because he was really playing well in the preseason. And when he went down, it was a blow to our backcourt. And it's taken him a minute to get back. And I thought he hit his stride down at Orange Beach. And for him to play his best basketball on this stage in front of these people with these stakes on the line speaks a lot to just the internal confidence he's got in himself and trust he's got in us. I mean, for us to bring him off the bench and him get 20, it just tells you he just wants to win.
No doubt about it, man. And we got to talk about that, man, the MVP of this tournament, Evan Toms. Talk about how special he has been, not only throughout this tournament, but throughout the season for you guys.
You know, his numbers are really, really good, but he's could have played better at times earlier in the year with a lot of just misses and stuff on defense and rebounding, and we kind of got that corrected, and no one would ever know that. But he has played so solid and so consistent the last 7 games that he's really matured a lot as a player, and I could not be more proud of him. He was an absolute dude tonight.
No doubt about it, man. Your entire team, Coach, you came in that third quarter, man, and really turned the tides of this basketball game. Kind of talk about what you said to your team at halftime to get them and come out and respond the way they did.
Well, we had a lot of confidence because we were playing so well in the first half and had held them to 17 points. We're up 11, give up a tough 3-ball at the buzzer there to Jalen. But that was kind of all they had going for a while. And so our guys felt confidence in the locker room. They knew we could guard them. And once you know you can guard somebody, it gives you a ton of confidence to come back out and keep doing it. We needed to respond offensively. I was worried early in the game, like trying to figure out how we're going to score 50 points because they were just so active and disruptive everywhere. We looked kind of young versus pressure at times, and then we kind of fought out of it, able to punish them on the back end in the second half, and that was big for us.
Talk about the game plan, Coach, coming out early with David Harrison guarding Jalen Alexander out on the perimeter, and the job he did holding him to no points in that first quarter.
You know, we have a lot of confidence in Dave as a defender. He can guard 1 through 5. He's 6'7", 6'8", and can really move his feet. And I just felt like, you know, Jalen probably has never been guarded by somebody that long, and he's used to, you know, scat guards up under him or guys his size. But, you know, when you're looking at a hand over your face at 6'7", 6'8", that's different.
Right.
And you kind of think about that. I thought he did a great job. I actually messed up. I thought David had 2 fouls, and I took him out for a long time. And then the bench told me he only had 1. I was like, well, dadgum, guys.
Right.
You know, he's locking him up, and we got him out on the bench. So that was a mistake on my end. But David did a great job. Cam Carney rotated onto him, did a great job, and he had a hard time scoring on Cam as well. Cam's just an absolute warrior and a winner, man. Just really proud of him.
So, Coach, in that third quarter, Oxford switched to a zone. It really gave you guys some problems, which let them cut back into that basketball game. Talk about your message at that time to get your guys back on track to make sure you can finish out this game.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. You know, they'd done it the whole tournament, and that was kind of their change-up defense. And, you know, I was frustrated that we looked as unorganized as we were because that's all we worked on last night at shoot-around and at practice. And so it just took a couple possessions, and once we're able to get into our normal stuff and get the ball where we want. You know, if they'd have doubled, we felt like we had shooters away and the guy cut into the rim. So credit to the guys. I mean, you know, you can have a plan, but, you know, stuff start happening and bullets start flying in the game, and you got to be able to go make a play too. So can't be robots out there, and I was glad to see us just go make some plays.
Talk about Hudson Gossett, Coach. He just couldn't get on track with his shot throughout this tournament. However, talk about the intangible things he did in this basketball game throughout the tournament to help you get this championship.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know this. The day after we played Carver, when he hit all those threes, he actually dislocated his finger at Montgomery Academy. Tonight for flushing it and just playing the game. And I thought his ball handling, his passing, he actually guarded really well tonight. And so, you know, that was the message after yesterday, was to be able to just play without worrying about making shots. And I thought he was able to do that tonight. He was excited when I sent somebody up to the table. He asked if he was coming out, and I said no. Somebody else is coming out, and he smiled and gave me a thumbs up. So proud of him for bouncing back.
Coach, you're going to enjoy this championship tonight, but let's talk about it, man. We know you play in a gauntlet of an area, and you guys are ready to start that once you get back from the New Year's break. Talk about what you're going to say to your team and how you're going to prepare them for this stretch run.
You know, everybody's 0-0. This game doesn't count in area standings, doesn't do anything for you. Give you some confidence. That's about it. And so we're going to have to really lock in. We got a tough area. Sparkman's really good. Albertville's really good. Grissom is improving. They're in every game they play. And so those 6 area games are going to be key in January.
No doubt about it, Coach. Well, congratulations on this victory tonight of winning the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic. Your second as head coach here at Huntsville High. I want to say congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, guys, and I cannot thank you enough for what y'all do for high school basketball in Alabama. It's truly special.
No doubt. Thank you a lot, Coach, for that. There he is, man. Coach Christian Swears here from the championship of the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic. You ought to adjust that camera, Breeze. He's 6'9", bro. He ain't finna make me look little now. Scoot over one step. Step that way.
Oh, yeah.
You good? Thank you. You just gonna have to tower over me, man. I'm all good with it. And we're back here from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic as Huntsville High takes down Oxford 57-46. And we're here with the iBall Radio Player of the Game and MVP of the tournament, Evan Toms. Evan, kind of talk about, man, how does it feel to get this victory?
It was amazing, man. You know, the team's really come together. You know, we're all healthy. We got everyone back, you know, and it just shows how tough we are when we're all on the same page. To go out there and get one was big time.
No doubt, man. You guys took a couple of unexpected lumps early on in this season. Talk about how coming into this tournament, the biggest stage in the state of Alabama, and you guys putting it together at the right time.
You know, I think a lot of people wrote us off, you know, start off the season rough after losing a lot of guys. It's just tough, you know, to be talked about like that. And I think that really angered us. You know, came back from Orange Beach with the championship, came into this tournament with the same mentality. We put it together and got us one.
No doubt about it, man. You had a big game tonight. And a lot of times when you caught the basketball, they were running 3 people at you. Talk about your mental aspect going through that, knowing that every time you had guys that are 6'1", 6'2", scrapping at the basketball.
You know, I just can't let it speed me up. You know, they're smaller, faster guys, so I just play above. I can see everything. You know, if I'm getting doubled, tripled, you know, I got my shooters in the corner. I can kick out or just play through it, you know, and just be physical. So I love it, and it's great.
On day one, man, we had a conversation standing in this same spot, and you praised David Harrison as being one of the best defenders in the state of Alabama. You guys came out, and he was on Jalen Alexander beginning the game. Talk about that strategy and his effect on Jalen early on.
You know, when we came to this game, we were going to say we're going to make their other 3 players beat us. You know, we're not going to get beat by their star players. And, you know, we got David Harrison. I could talk about him on and on, you know.
Right.
And his length, his ability to make plays happen. So we just put a hand up, you know, and we helped with them, and it was good. It worked out.
No doubt. So you guys are going into the gauntlet of area play, man, getting ready for that home stretch to try to get to Birmingham. What is the focus going into this area season?
I just think putting everything together, getting healthy, you know, I like where we're at right now. You know, we got a few weeks of practice, you know, get it together, and, you know, we're really excited to go down there and start area play.
No doubt about it. Well, there he is, man, the player of the game and the MVP of the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic, David Toms. We'll be right back with you to close it out here from this classic. We'll be back after this. F. And we're back, and we're here to close it out from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic right here on iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and NFHS Network. Derek Williams here with Lance Gilbert. Lance, man, it was an exciting event, man. It was action from beginning to end, some of the closest games we've ever seen in this tournament, man. Kind of tell me, how did you enjoy covering this thing?
You know, Huntsville City Classic, you come, you see the guys who have been there, done that. You see the guys who are trying to make a name for themselves. That's what makes it special. It's the whole community coming together, the basketball community, the college coaches, the mamas, the daddies, everybody coming together to make this thing special.
No doubt about it, man. And this is our second year doing this event, man. And we're going to make this an annual thing for us, man. I just want to give a shout out to the Huntsville City Schools,
Yes.
Huntsville High School, Coach Mac Howard, the city AD, man, for allowing us to come out and listen. Great hospitality, great crowds every night, great basketball every night. It doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, absolutely. I won this. I can point to that wall and say I won this thing twice.
Right.
And being able to come back, it's an honor.
No doubt
Big
about
honor.
it, man. Well, we want to say thank you to all of you guys out there for tuning in with us here all 3 days from the Huntsville City Classic right here on iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and the NFHS Network. Be on the lookout because we will be back the iBall Radio Games of the Week coming up this Saturday at Hazel Green High School for Hazel Green versus Gaston City. And on next Tuesday, the 6th, we will be in Albertville for the first area game of Areas 8 here in Class 7A as Huntsville High will take on Albertville in Albertville. Lance, let's talk about those games real quick, man. What can we expect coming up?
Oh, the first one, 6A. I mean, that could be a preview of Birmingham.
Yes, sir.
Hazel Green is atop theirs. Gadsden's atop their area. Oh, that's a preview, I think.
No doubt about it, man. That's going to be an awesome game, man. And that game for the first area, 7A Area 8 game here in North Alabama, Albertville. Now, Lance, I got to call you out. You made a statement at iBall Radio North Alabama Media Day that Albertville will win this area.
Yeah.
Are you holding strong to that
I'm
prediction?
holding to it at the moment. You know, they're playing good basketball. They got good size. They're seasoned. Tonight, you know, Huntsville, Evan Toms, man. You know, what do you say? I mean, he's really, really good. You got to respect that.
Yes.
I think their guard play is a little shaky, though. You know, even in a zone with the passing. So I'm going to hold on to Albertville right now. That second spot between Sparkman and Huntsville, I think could be interesting.
No doubt about it, man. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in throughout all 3 days of this classic. Breezy, Lance Gilbert, Derek Williams, iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com from the 43rd Annual Huntsville City Classic. We will see you guys on Saturday from Hazel Green High School for the iBall Radio Game of the Week, Hazel Green versus Gadsden City. We out of here. See y'all then. Peace.